What's going on, everybody? Long time no see. In case you forgot who I was, or if you've never seen me before, my name is Jay Tice. I'm a hip-hop artist and songwriter out of Kansas City, Missouri. I've been pretty quiet on here for a while, going through a lot of personal things. I won't get into it. But during my time away, I was trying to think about some ways to reintroduce myself, if you will, kind of approach content and try something new. So this right now is a behind the scenes or more in-depth look and explanation into one of the songs that I've written. It's actually titled Song Cry. This song actually came out on a project I released in 2019 titled For the Time Being. It's essentially a compilation project. It comes off like an album. I actually structured it to kind of be like a two-sided cassette. The first half is very hip-hop, hip-hop and rap driven as far as the production, the styles of the songs themselves. And then once you get to like about halfway, the rest of the project is very pop and R&B oriented. It's the first project I've done this with. I was actually really proud of the way that it came out, but I digress. So this record, Song Cry, was actually a part of this project. And I wrote it when I was probably between the ages of like 15 to 17. I was in high school still. And the meaning behind it, the reasoning behind it, was during that time, I went to a high school in Kansas City, in North Kansas City, called Winnetonka. And we had the circumstance of being the only high school in our district that had a daycare for teen moms. And of course, jokes were always thrown about the students that went there, the reason why we had the daycare, when other girls from the other schools that were close by actually would end up pregnant, they would send them to our school, so they actually had resources for daycare while they actually still try to graduate, which I think is a great idea, and it worked out for a lot of people. So I wrote this record, Song Cry, during that time because 16 and pregnant teen mom shows were buzzing, and that was supposed to be like taboo because of how much younger and younger people, and women in general, girls were getting pregnant. It's something you're supposed to wait down the road for, right? At least once you graduate high school, but that really wasn't the way things were anymore. This was becoming more the norm. Girls were having babies, getting pregnant younger and younger. I saw this. My mother was a single mom who raised me, for most of my life. And I would see situations where the guy that was involved with the girl that got pregnant would basically just skate out, right? He was like, wanted to talk to you, get a little, whatever you want to call it, and basically just dip out. And like that to me was really frustrating, especially once I became a father myself at the age of 18, right after I graduated high school. But it became frustrating to me because I don't understand how you could just leave your child like that, but also trying to understand how the mom, the young mother must have felt. It took me probably 3 weeks in its entirety to write this particular song in story form because I wanted to make it a cohesive story that carried you and captured your attention from start to finish. And it is essentially my letter to all single moms, to all teen moms, that no matter how hopeless, and I even say this in the record, I'm not trying to quote myself, but no matter how hopeless it may seem, you have the strength inside of you to carry on. I know that especially how young, 15, 16, 17 years old, being a new mom and having to do everything by yourself because the dad wants no part in it, dad wants nothing to do with the kid, dad wants nothing to do with you, and especially if you don't have a strong support system at home, parents, friends, family, so forth and so on. If you don't have anybody to lean on, it can seem, very discouraging, very defeating. So this was my record, my song to girls and moms out there, that no matter how bleak it may be, that you can continue on. So if you want to go check out the record, it's available on YouTube. I'm in the process right now of getting it republished and reproduced on Apple Music and Spotify, but I'll have the YouTube link posted here. Sorry that this was a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but again, just trying something new. I'll try to make these shorter as I go on and give you guys more kind of in-depth and behind the scenes, if you will, about some of my records. So thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.